so let's create a glitch effect. Okay, so first we create a new image and make sure that the width is 1920 and the height is 1080 pixels, and also make sure that your resolution is 300. Okay, then for fill width, okay, make sure that you're filling it with black or any color. So let's just use the background color, which is black here, and click OK. There. Now I'm going to get the file that we are going to use. Okay. Natin muna yung ating file. I'm going to use this one. Okay, so I'm going to drag it inside my image, and if you notice, class, it's bigger than my image. Okay, so the file or the picture or the photo that we're going to use as our background is bigger than our image. So ang gagawin natin, we're going to use the scale tool and we're going to scale it down. So yung part na nasa baba, if you notice, mayroon siyang, I don't know, so I can more than opacity so that you can see the background. Here. Then, click on 100, then press scale, or click on scale, there. And you will notice that it's still bigger, okay? The picture is still bigger than the image. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to layers and click on the layer to image size so that it would resize it. Okay, now you will notice that the size of the picture is the same with the size of our image. Okay, so now we're going to create selections. Okay, so we're going to create selections here. Make sure, class, that no other options are ticked here. Okay, walang nakaselect na mga dito na option. Only the anti-aliasing. Okay. So after that, make sure also that you are using the add to the current selection, and you can update your selection. Okay, so what I do here is I just make selections like this. Okay. Different sizes, different distance from each other. Next is we're going to, on our keyboard, we can press Ctrl C, Ctrl V, or copy, paste. O kaya you can also do it in your under the edit menu. We have here copy and then paste. You can do paste or paste in place. There. So if you notice, class, we have now a floating selection. And this floating selection, class, ang gagawin natin dyan, instead of creating a new layer, didirect natin siya. We can now flip it. Okay, so flip natin siya. Go to use the flip tool. Make sure that it is on the horizontal, okay, horizontal direction. And we just click on it. There. So it's now flipped. Okay, that's simple. Then the next thing is we're going to, you can also change the color. Use saturation, you can change that. Then click OK. There. Then instead of clicking this new layer, we'll be using this one, the anchor the floating layer. So it will automatically merge it to the main background that we have here. Okay? So naging isa na lang din sila. Then we're gonna do it again. Okay, selection again. This time maybe you can create smaller selections like that. And last one. Then same thing, edit, copy, edit, paste and place. Okay. Then flip. There. So once you flip it, you can also add, you can change the brightness. There. Then anchor it. There. So let's say you're done already with the background. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to add the text. So how do you add the text? You click on the text tool. But make sure, class, that you already have the Oswald font. If you don't have the Oswald font, but you have installed it already in your computer, you can go to the fonts dialog box, then click on this button there, font menu, then rescan font list. Then once you rescan that, it will now be available in Gimp. Okay. Then you can now drag or create a container for your text. Now we're going to let's say use my name and change it to white. Make it bigger. There. Then once you're done with that, we just need to duplicate this layer. Okay. So the first one, let's rename it to white. Second one, let's rename it to cyan. Third one, let's rename it to magenta. Okay. Then go back to text tool and select cyan and double click the text, and you will notice that each letter is selected now with the yellow box. Okay. Now you can change the color. So the color for magenta is AD25AD. Okay, AD25AD. Just click OK. There. For the cyan, same thing. Double click. Then change the color. Which one is that? This one. I think this one. 136778. Click OK. Then make sure that you place the white layer. Okay, white text layer on top. There. Then next thing that we're going to do is we're going to put the magenta, or we're going to nudge the magenta to the left. Okay, so I think I just did the 10. That. Okay. And the cyan on the other side. Okay, so once you're done, you can now merge them. There. And once it's merged, we can now use the shear tool to make it slanting. Okay, so what I do here is I think I give it a negative 175. Okay, 175. on the x-axis, and then click on share. There. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to create glitch on the text. Okay. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to. So kanina class ang ginawa natin ay nag-control plus control C plus control V tayo, or nag-copy paste tayo. Ngayon naman gagawin natin ay cut and paste. Okay? So control X, control V. Okay, so floating selection there. Then you can now nudge it. There. Tapos anchor. Same thing. Control X, Control V. Then anchor. Okay. Control X, Control V. Nudge it. Anchor. Control X, Control V. Nudge. Anchor. Control X, Control V. Anchor. And that's one. Control X, Control V. Then anchor. There. So we now have a glitch on the text. Okay, so ano bukuhin natin? Lagyan pa natin sa dito class na para mas maganda. Control X, Control V. Then move it to the other side. And there. Okay. Ngayon, gusto ko mangyari dito class is that I want it to have some vignette. Okay, the first one that I taught you is you can do the vignetting manually, but you can also do it using the light and shadow. We have here already the vignette. Okay, so with the vignette class, so I think I need to apply the vignette on the background. So filter, noise and shadow, light and shadow, then vignette. So we already have the vignette here, right? So what we can do is we can depends on rotation. We can also change the radius here, softness. So you just play around with it. Okay. Yeah. So what else can we do here? If you notice class, our text or our background has text also, di ba? So medyo kitang-kita natin masyado yung text. Let's add some Gaussian blur on the background so that it would pop the text, yung pinaka-text natin.